Hello, my name is Rifa'i. In this video, I'm going to do pronunciation drill project. The project it's about reading story and do tongue twister challenge. The tongue twister challenge, I read it 3 times. The first is a slow mode. The second is a normal mode, and the last is the fast mode. Okay, the first is read some story. Baby caterpillar was tired. All summer long she had been traveling slowly through the green world where she lived, and feeding on the green leaves that grew near her home. Now autumn had come, and Mother Nature had given a holiday to the leaves, who put on their new dresses of red and gold and played tag with the breeze. Baby caterpillar wanted to play too, but could not run so fast as the happy little leaves, and she grew very tired and thought she would take a nap. So she found a cozy place among the branches of grapevine and made herself a soft, silky blanket. Then she rolled herself away within it, and then in her queer little cradle went to sleep. One night, late in the fall, Jack Frost came over the hill. He spied, he spied the cradle swinging to and fro, and began to play roughly with it. For he is a roguish little fellow, and touches everything that comes in his way. But the warm blanket hid the little sleeper so that Jack could not find her. By and by King Winter came, bringing beautiful snow blanket to Mother Nature flower babies. He gently rocked the cradle as he passed and whispered, "Sleep, baby, sleep. You have no need of my blankets." At last spring came with the sunbeam, the best and merriest of Mother Nature's helpers. They awoke the flowers from their long winter nap and called to the birds and brooks to begin their song. When they came to the little brown cradle, they stopped to rest, and baby caterpillar began to get very warm under the thick blanket. She woke up and stretched herself, and her cradle broke, and she came out to greet the spring. But what a change! Instead of the old dingy dress that she went to sleep in, she now had a beautiful yellow one, and instead of crawling among the leaves, she flew up and away into the sweet spring air to play with the sunbeams and flower, and the little children called her butterfly. Okay, for part 2, about reading tongue twister challenge. Like I explained before, there are 5 numbers. Okay, from the first one, how much wood will a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck a wood? He will chuck, he will as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck a wood. That's a slow mode. A normal mode. How much wood will a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck a wood? he will chop he will as much as he could, chop as much wood as a woodchuck will if a woodchuck could chop wood. Next is a fast mode. How much wood will a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chop wood? He will as much as he could, and chop as much wood as he woodchuck will if a woodchuck could chop wood. Okay, number two, the first the slow mode. You can a can into an uncanned can, like a canner can a canned can into an uncanned can. A normal mode. You can a can into an uncanned can, like a canner can a canned can into an uncanned can. The fast mode. You can a can into an uncanned can, like a canner can a canned can into an uncanned can. Okay, number three, slow mode. Silly Sally swiftly shot 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep, Silly Sally shot Silly Sally saw. The sheep shall sleep in a shed. Sheep shall sleep in a shed. Normal mode. Silly Sally swiftly shot 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep, Silly Sally shot Silly Sally saw. The sheep shall sleep in a shed. Sheep shall sleep in a shed. The first mode. Silly Sally swiftly shoots 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep, Silly Sally shoots Silly Sally salt. This sheep shall sleep in a shack. Sheep shall sleep in a shack. Okay, number 4. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. That's a slow mode. A normal mode. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper coffee pot. I may be off of my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. The first mode. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. Okay, number 5. A slow mode. Amidst the midst and coldest frost, with stoutest wrist and loudest bows, he thrust his fist against the post and still insists he see the ghost. A normal mode. Amidst the mist and coldest frost, with stoutest wrist and loudest bows, he thrusts his fist against the post and still insists he see the ghost. The first mode. Amidst the mist and coldest frost, with stoutest wrist and loudest bows, he thrusts his fist against the post and still insists he see the ghost. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoy what I'm doing. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.